All right, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro has finally landed. And it's not just a new drone, it's a completely new flight experience. And in this video, I'm gonna be giving you my full first impressions. Let's get started. Alrighty, so because I've only had this for 3 weeks, I don't wanna make this a full in-depth review. Instead, we're just gonna talk about the overall experience and some of the highlight features that make the Mavic 4 Pro the unique drone that it is. And we're gonna basically be talking about the brand new Infinity gimbal, the 6K flight footage, the 100 megapixel main Hasselblad shooter, and the brand new and improved obstacle avoidance on this drone. There's a lot to unpack. So let's first start off with the crown jewel, the camera system. All right, so DJI brought out the big guns for the Mavic 4 Pro release. So we have the triple camera setup just like we had on the Mavic 3 Pro. We still have a 4/3 sensor, this time new and improved with 100 megapixel. But the biggest improvements are in the long range cameras or the tele cameras. We have the 2.5 times, which is an equivalent of 70 millimeters. That's a 1/1/3 sensor, which sees substantial improvements in color science and overall clarity of the lens and camera. And then we have a 6 times camera, which I never really found myself using it very much on the Mavic 3 Pro. This has now quickly become my favorite go-to lens for very unique compression shots on the Mavic 4 Pro. And that's a 1/1/5 camera sensor. And that's also been completely redesigned and retooled. It has incredible clarity and the color science coming out of it is just super filmic and dreamy. It just creates images that you can't get anywhere else. All right, so you can shoot up to 6K, 60 frames per second. You can even shoot in vertical 6K, which is pretty interesting. There's of course the cinematic 4K modes available, 2.7K, and also a full 4K 9:16 mode if you don't want to shoot in the vertical mode so you can get that optimal tilt. The camera is robust and there's a lot of options, too many options to show you just in this video. The images are all optical, all clean, no digital noise, just sweet, smooth, cinematic visuals. I'm gonna go ahead and play some footage for you right out of the gate so you can see just what this camera system can do. All right, so I did go ahead and film a couple of night shots in this video, but if you want to see a full dedicated night video, be sure to drop a comment down below and comment night if you want to see those clips. What I did film with this was truly impressive and really had little to no noise in any of those shots. Now let's talk power and the 51 minutes of flight time that the Mavic 4 Pro offers. All right, so the Mavic 4 Pro features 6,000 654 milliamp hour batteries. That's a substantial improvement over the previous generation, the Mavic 3 Pro, which featured a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, I already thought the Mavic 3 Pro had great flight time, but the Mavic 4 Pro completely smashes it out of the park with over 48 minutes of flight. Now, it's rated for 51 minutes. True to life flight, I'm getting about 48 minutes of flight. It's really, truly impressive. And what's even more impressive about that battery life is that the Mavic 4 Pro weighs more than the Mavic 3 Pro. This weighs about 2.3 pounds or 1,063 grams. All right, so let's talk about the transmission on the Mavic 4 Pro. The Mavic 4 Pro features the brand new OcuSync 4 Plus, which gives you 18 miles of uninterrupted range. That's going to also allow you to have full HDR video monitoring in 10-bit color, which is pretty impressive. The quality back down to the RC is indistinguishable from something that I'm watching on my actual phone. It's really, truly impressive. It's way more range than any one individual would ever really need. The RC Pro 2 is by far one of my favorite things about the Mavic 4 Pro. It features a 7-inch collapsible screen. That's a micro LED screen, so you get really nice cinematic colors. It's also an HDR screen, so you're going to get accurate colors. It features 2,000 nits of peak brightness and just over 1,600 nits of sustained brightness. And it also feels incredibly premium. And I just love this design. I love how the sticks collapse seamlessly back down into the RC, making it perfect for travel. All right, something I didn't get a chance to talk about when we were downtown because there's, number one, there's a TFR that's happening downtown, so we couldn't do any flying shots today with the Mavic 4 Pro. But I wanted to touch really quickly on the obstacle avoidance. The obstacle avoidance is much improved over the Mavic 3 Pro. We have much more predominant sensors for the obstacle avoidance, and they've also included the addition of LiDAR. Now, this LiDAR sensor will help us with low light obstacle avoidance, being able to detect objects. Now, keep in mind the LiDAR is only right here on the right arm on the airframe, but overall, I will say the quality from the obstacle avoidance is far more accurate. You can drop your drone lower and evade obstacles far more superior than we could on the Mavic 3 Pro, which I find to be pretty impressive. I hope to never need to use the obstacle avoidance, but if I do, I know it's going to be far greater than its predecessor, which I find really impressive. So, and then I just want to touch a little bit about the size between these two drones. The Mavic 4 Pro is a much larger footprint than the Mavic 3 Pro. Just look at that. It's huge.
That's what she said.
The props are bigger, the airframe, even though it's bigger, it's even sleeker and more aerodynamic, which is something they've really touted, that it has better wind resistance. And just because this is a larger drone doesn't mean it's necessarily louder. The Mavic 4 Pro is also way quieter than the Mavic 3 Pro. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna do a noise comparison so you can hear the two. I know it's tough when we do these comparisons to sort of figure out how loud something is, but you're gonna be truly shocked just how quiet the Mavic 4 Pro is. The DJI Mavic 4 Pro isn't just another drone. This is DJI full out flexing its capability. With 6K up to 60 frames per second video, full untethered 360-degree gimbal freedom, this drone is not only unique, it's different, and it's going to set the epitome for drones to come in the future. If you're interested in more content on this drone, be sure to hit the subscribe button on this channel so you can stay tuned for updates on this. I'm gonna be doing a full breakdown and breaking down segments. There's just too much to cover in just one video. That's gonna do it, and as always, stay original.